Hello everyone, RJF here. Now, I like doing these videos sometimes because although I do a lot of category style videos and like about specific systems and what have you, I really like it when I get to do a just general communicate with you type video. And there's a really good excuse for getting to do those ones whenever there's like a however many subscribers, and then I can either like show you some channels I like or just tell you what's new and what's on my mind. Or the occasional one like that to keep in touch with the audience is good, and you get to talk back at me. Well, one of my generic touch all bases series is gaming talk, and that's one of the ones where I can start speaking about just general gaming issues that mean something to me, that I would like to discuss with the community as and wherever. And it doesn't matter whether you play one of the specific systems that I cover. Whenever there's a gaming talk, you can do something with it. There was the thing before about like using aquatic scenery, for example, for like miniatures based usage. There's all sorts of topics that whatever I cover personally, and it's nice that way, really, rather than me sitting and thinking about it, thinking, what shall I make a video about next? I never do that. It's very organic, and it's just like, I should make a video about this now. And if there's nothing to make a video about, then I won't make a video. Luckily, I keep having these things sort of come to me that I would like to share. Really, that's what it's about. I feel like we're all part of a gaming club. Oh, Rob's come in the building now. Let's see what's new with him. Whatever. Anyway, gaming talk itself, well, there's a big long-winded way I'm doing it around just to say that gaming talk is going to change. It's still going to be the same snappy, short-ish format, but the title sequence. Now, I know that people liked that title sequence. The bum bum bow, bum 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 bow, bow ba bow ba bum 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 bow, and that sort of it had that sort of old show kind of feel about it, and I can't keep it. I cannot keep it. And here's why. Because of computer fail and Apple Mac fail. Right, basically, okay, that title was created back when I had a PC, a proper PC, not a Mac, not a dirty Mac. When I had a proper PC and I was using Vegas Pro. Right, so the title sequences and things were one of the ways that you could build it, and I'd fiddle around until I'd come upon a nice mistake, and then I'd keep that nice mistake, and that's called one of my title sequences, you see, because I'm not very good at tech. Just play around with things until something sort of less bad happens, and I try and get away with it actually being good. That's Rob's tip of the day for title sequences. So anyway, of course, when it basically broke, okay, and I bought the MacBook Pro as my workstation, they didn't have the font. I couldn't find the font to try and load into the font book. So straight away, I was going to have to compromise what the text was going to even look like. There wasn't even anything closely comparable to that font. And I couldn't remake that text sequence as hard as I tried. Even with all the pre-generated ones and then trying to alter them. Even trying to use motion, which I'm rubbish at. I might just add see aforesaid panel of me being bad at tech. And which is really ironic, isn't it? Because I'm like the YouTube guy that's known for the funny video intro bits. But of course, it's all very well having an indent, but I just have to make enough dents until it indents. So yeah, and come away with a few dents. It wasn't sustainable because the way I was going to have to do it previously for the last few episodes since I've had the Mac, which is quite a long time now, is go onto the computer, try and extract a fan blowing into the side because the thing is overheating straight away and it's had it. and then try and boot all of that up and wait ages for it to boot up, and then try and access Vegas Pro and wait ages for it to open, and then when it finally opens, and then try and rebuild a new title sequence with the exact same thing, and make sure the memory sticks in, and build it, and then transcode it, and then pull it off of on the stick, and then stick it in here, and then recover the sound file separately. When it records into a nice visual looking file that the Mac likes to read, it doesn't have a very good sound on it. It can't adapt the sound very well, so then I have to take the sound and then bring that in as a separate MP3 file, and then when they're on the MacBook, take that there and make sure that's, you know, reburned in with the new title imagery, because remember, the titles on there are embedded text, so when I get them on the Mac, I can't manipulate. They're not malleable. They've already been embedded in, so they're all one layer. I can't get that back out and edit it, so it has to be done on that dying thing, and it's about to catch on fire any moment sort of situation, and then try and sync up the MP3 version of it underneath, and then quiet down the audio, or separate the audio out of the thing, detach audio, and then delete off of the track that looks good but doesn't sound good, and then match the MP3 better audio up with that. Hello, I'm talking to you over the over the timeline, and then, you know, just slide that in and try and find it all syncing up, and then begin to actually transcode it here, and then attempt to actually upload it and just edit all the way. It's just a freaking pain. So you can see some videos were brought out without that title sequence, because basically the thing's just going to explode and like blow all of this up. So no. So I've just remade something on here, and I thought, right, okay, how do I do this? Use the same music, and it's visually going to be massively different. I thought, no, I can't do that. I can't sort of like cock around with half measures here. You know, if it's going to have to look different, it's going to have to be completely different, right? So that's why the title sequence is going to now be completely different. You can call it a 2013 New Direction, which I should have just announced it as in the first place. But I'm honest with you guys, you know, and I suppose that it beats any of this sort of, like, go back to the other one, I liked it, because you'll understand why I can't. It should be good in a completely different way, alright? Nothing like the original. So I'll look forward to bringing that new one out to ya. And I'll see you at the table when I do.